name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. And I hope some of the people in the UK watch the next tweet as well. Not me googling what's a LVAD. I don't know what it is. Check the comments. So I looked it up. Left ventricular assist device, LVAD. So it seems like it's something that people use to keep their heartbeat. So no wonder why. I did put something on my community board with it copies the movie of what's the name, Weekend at Bernie's, where the main character died and then the two people kept the corpse around so they could enjoy the lifestyle and things like that. So it's almost something like this. Let's listen to this.
Suspicious. That's weird.
So is nobody going to talk about what that is? What was under this man's suit jacket yesterday? You can see it. Can't say we're fake newsing that because it's there. What is it? I think it's an LVAD. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think that man had an LVAD placed. It is the same shape an LVAD device box would be. It is placed right where it would be. I bet you if he lifted the other side of his coat jacket, it's there too, because the LVAD has two. But they're not transparent like they claim to be. They'll never tell us something's wrong with this man's health. Zero transparency. Zero. So we're led to speculate. So I'm going to speculate. That's an LVAD. That's an LVAD.
So they're pretty much using him to destroy America. And then once he's done, they remove that.
That's what it is. And why isn't any news reporter talking about it? I've seen like one article asking like what is hidden under Trump's suit jacket. But like just say, is that an LVAD? The next time we see Caroline Levitt, the next time we see fucking orange cankled man, hey sir, can you lift your suit jacket? Is that an LVAD? Let's be transparent. If it is an LVAD. Just saying.
That's the way they call it. Okay, what is this now? LVAD. Okay, so there's more videos. This one is slightly longer, almost 3 minutes.
I run off batteries, literally, and I don't have a pulse.
Hey guys, so if you're interested in any sort of cardiology stuff, I want you to go watch this video by this creator, because this is an amazing demonstration by somebody who is living with a LVAD, or left ventricular assist device, which in my opinion has been one of the greatest developments in medicine cardiology over the last couple of decades. What this person has is called an LVAD, a left ventricular assist device, and it kind of looks like this. Typically, people who have LVADs are those that have heart failure, that are essentially at the end of their heart's life. Their heart can't pump anymore. And typically, these are folks that are waiting for a new heart. They're on the transplant list. But unfortunately, since hearts are a very scarce resource, you can spend years on the heart transplant list, and a lot of people don't have that much time. So this is an excellent bridge to transplant for these people. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically a pump. So surgeons will open up their chest cavity, will open up their heart, will insert a pump into their left ventricle, and what that does is it basically sucks blood out in a continuous flow manner continuously and pumps it all the way up into their aorta, which then goes to the rest of their body. The device is powered by batteries, which are seen here. And you also have a controller that will modulate flow and show alarms and things like that. But it is so fascinating because, as this creator said, essentially you are living off of batteries because your native heart can't do the function it's supposed to, so this device is in there to help it out. And what she says about not having a pulse is also correct. Because normally when your heart pumps, and if anybody who's seen aortic blood pressure tracings will recognize this, when your heart pumps, you have a systolic blood pressure, and then the heart relaxes, and then you have a diastolic blood pressure, as you can see here. And this pumping function of the heart, the systole and the diastole, essentially is what gives people the pulse. But when you have an LVAD, you don't have that pulse because the heart is not naturally beating the way that it does. These people just have a pump that continuously takes blood out of the left ventricle and continuously pumps it into the aorta. So these folks are living life off of batteries and without a pulse. And this is critically important for anybody that works in cardiac ICUs or takes care of patients with LVADs, because you have to recognize that these people don't have normal physiology. They will not have a pulse. They will not have the typical systolic blood pressure, the top number on the blood pressure, and the diastolic blood pressure, the bottom number on the blood pressure. Instead, one of the ways we monitor them is by looking at their mean arterial blood pressure. But that's a topic for another day. But again, the LVAD, in my opinion, is one of the best inventions that we've come up with in recent decades. A lot of people that would otherwise spend years on the transplant list unfortunately die because they don't have hearts available, can live essentially normal lives with this machine. And as I said, typically this is used as a bridge to transplant. But also some people will use this as destination therapy, meaning that this is their only option. They're not going to get a transplant, and they're going to get at least a few years, hopefully, out of this. Cardiology is pretty great.
Wow. So this guy must be in the medical field to know all about that. Okay, daddy gonna die, I be daddy. Yeah, he's dying. Well, this is, you make deal with the devil, they control you. Okay, they want him alive to continue doing the nonsense that is happening in the US. I don't even think, I was talking to my cousin about this yesterday. They pretty much disarm the US right now. If the US is under attack, we have no defense. Everything is gone. They're not going to tell you. This is why they capture all form of communication. They get the newspapers, they get the medias and all of that, and then they're going after any social media content creators who's telling the truth, like Midas Touch. Okay, if it wasn't for Midas Touch, a lot of people would still be in the dark. I haven't been watching too much, not even Midas Touch as well, because it seems like everything, my 200 will know, everything that we are seeing now, it's not brand new to me. I saw it coming. I saw the foundation of it. Alright, so let's leave that alone. Now, if you are in the UK, you might be interested in that one as well. It's US politics, but one of your people are there. And I also bookmark Grok, that's the AI for Twitter, X. Okay, so this is pretty much explaining the video that I'll be showing you. Here's the transcription of Representative Jamie Raskin remarks on Nigel Farage. Quote, "There is a free speech crisis in America today, but there is no free speech crisis in the UK. Prime Minister Keir Starmer hasn't shut down GB News of all information things in the UK. If you're a Sussex squad, you should know about that. GB News, where Farage has his show, despite using it to call for banning peaceful protests he dislikes. No one stopped him from appearing on Russian TV 17 times, praising Putin as the leader he most admires, or parodying points into NATO provoked the Ukraine war. For a self-styled free speech martyr, Farage seems at home with autocrats crushing freedom. He wants to scrap the Online Safety Act that bans child porn and protects kids. Take that to Parliament. I'm telling you, they want. These people are freaking monsters. They are monsters, savages. They want to normalize the kind of behavior that they do with kids. There's one video, I think I shared it with you, where this father impregnated a 11-year-old daughter in the US, okay? But that's a different story. If you saw that video, that's that. But these people are crazy. To UK folks thinking this Putin-loving Trump sycophant will protect freedom, come see what they're doing here. Kidnapping students, banning books, militarized police. Think twice before letting Farage make Britain great again. 487 Charles. Alright, so pretty much this is what this is about. But this is the video. Let's go into it. And I think there's more. Pause again. There's more video of it. That's me. Oh, let me pause that as well. All right, that's me putting this here. Guess who came to the RNC in 2024 to support America's so-called great leader of stupidity? All right, so there he is here. All right. There's another video I was watching yesterday, MAGAs in red states, where they're completely clueless. They're still clueless of what's happening in America. Completely clueless. The only thing they have going for them is their skin color. Their brain are freaking empty. This is why I'm like, I don't care anymore. Well, I care to a certain extent because I'm still living and I have my family members and things like that. But it's ridiculous how these people want to destroy things out of stupidity. Let's listen. Congress did its homework on Nigel Farage. Okay, 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and I will share that other video.
There is a free speech crisis in America today, but there's no free speech crisis in Britain. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has not shut down GB News, where Mr. Farage has his own show, just because Mr. Farage has used his airtime to call for banning peaceful protests that he disagrees with. No one has stopped him from going on Russian TV 17 times and saying also and repeating that the one world political leader he most admired was Vladimir Putin, even though Vladimir Putin is a war criminal and a dictator who has regularly interfered in other countries' democratic elections. No one has stopped Mr. Farage from parroting Putin's absurd talking points, like when Farage claimed that NATO, the US and Britain provoked this war in Ukraine. For a man who fashions himself as some kind of a free speech martyr, Mr. Farage seems most at home with the autocrats and dictators of the world who are crushing freedom on earth. Mr. Farage wants to get rid of the Online Safety Act in his country, a law shepherded by the Conservative Party and implemented by the Labour Party, which bans child pornography online, protects children from harmful content, forbids non-consensual pornography and other unlawful content. He should go and advance the positions he's taking here in Congress today in Parliament, which is meeting today, if he's serious about it. To the people of UK who think this Putin-loving free speech imposter and Trump sycophant will protect freedom in your country, come on over to America and see what Trump and MAGA are doing to destroy our freedom, kidnap college students off the street, ban books from our libraries, militarize our police and unleash them against our communities, take over our universities, wreck our professional civil service, and turn the government into a money-making machine for Trump and his family. You might think twice before you let Mr. Farage make Britain great again. I yield back.
There it is.
There is a...
Okay. For those in the UK, these are the things I've been highlighting. I saw it. All right, so there's another one here. Aha, he got spanked. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Are there any more videos? Okay, I will only share. Oh, there he is here talking. Okay, maybe I'll share some of these. This might be just one video within itself. What is that? That's an ad. Okay. There might be 2 parts. The political. Well, I'll leave it here anyway. We shall see. All right. Let's listen to this. 1 minute and 4 seconds.
You've banned journalists from your political events that you disagree with, haven't you?
No, in fact, I'm the only...
Really? At your convention, you didn't ban journalists and revoke their credentials?
You know, I take... the average press conference, I take 25 questions.
No, that wasn't my question. Mr. Farage, we're politicians, so we see what you're doing. I'm asking you a direct question.
Well, thank you.
I'm asking you a direct question, and I hope you can answer it. Why do you ban journalists who oppose your views from coming to your events? Why did you tell your party, why did you tell the local government not to do interviews with your local newspaper?
I am the most open person to any journalist.
Undoubtedly, you're the handsomest man in the world. But I'm asking you a different question, okay? That's not my question. My question for you is, and it's legit, why do you ban journalists that you disagree with from your political events, like from your convention?
I don't.
Okay, and you say you've never done that?
I can't think, if I go back the last 25 years, I can't think of banning anybody. But I mean, maybe somebody else did. But look,
I see. It was somebody else who did.
I repeat the point. I do more. I take more questions.
All right. Do you?
There was.
You've banned
let me pause.
journalists from your political event.
was it last summer? Not this summer, last summer, 2024. The riot that went on in the UK, I sort of highlighted a little bit. Who started it? Who created the noise to get that riot started? Where they burned that young man's car who was working at a place where they help people, old people or something like that. And then they raise money for the internet, raise money for that young man to get a new car. And then next thing you know, the place that he works for, there were some issues with the money. All right, so I highlight some of those things. All right, so I saw some other videos. Right face is not a Congress, Larry. All right, so let's see. All right, what did he say here? You know, I'm a Tory through and through, but I do think Nigel Farage will make an excellent prime minister. Why? Well, I absolutely love the way he talks our great nation up. He sells the UK so well. All right, let's listen to this. 17 seconds.
You know, I come from the land of Magna Carta. I come from the land that gave us the mother of parliaments, and it doesn't give me any great joy to be sitting in America and describing the really awful authoritarian situation that we have now sunk into.
Let's listen to this. This global grifter should not be canvassing the U.S. politicians or business leaders to pressurize our democratically elected government to do anything. Whatever you think of them, Nigel Farage is a traitor to the United Kingdom. 13 seconds.
I've said that I hope that American political parties, leaders and businesses have a frank conversation with the British government and say, if you don't sort this out, it's going to have serious trade implications for both of us. I've said that I hope that America...
This is the same group, okay? The UK has it, the MAGA type. The US has it. Canada has it. France has it. I remember, not last year, could have been 3 years ago, someone tagged me on X of... because I think they were waiting for Trump re-election 2020, okay? A group of like military type of people who's getting ready for something. I never shared that video because I know the implication of it, but I didn't have the foundation to represent it. Now that we are here and Trump had lost the 2020 election, okay, what we see happening now in the US was supposed to happen since 2020. If Trump got reelected, okay, and then the continuation would have been as we are now. So now they going through it, through their agenda really quickly, and then you saw that video, LVAD, that Trump is using for his heart and things like that. So he's in his last resort. They already have the puppet that they need to help destroy America from within. So once he's done, okay, this is why they're going through it so quickly. They want to shift the blame to him, to Trump. So once he's done, he's done their agenda and he's dead. And then that other one, the vice president, could come in as the savior. They cannot blame him for anything that Trump has done. But anyway, let's do a prayer. The ballerina form. Okay. Prayer for knowledge. I don't know, because it seems like we living in society where people we live with full of stupidity, and the one who's trying to manipulate them is using the idiots, the dumb ones, to carry out the thing. But anyway, this is the prayer. A prayer for knowledge and wisdom. It's small. Holy Father, you who are all-knowing and wise, teach me your ways. I seek your wisdom and insight. I want to have knowledge and understanding. I seek your wisdom so I can walk in the path you lay before me, knowing right from wrong, protecting against temptation and deceit. Fill me with your knowledge, O Lord, so I may walk in the straight and narrow path and faithfulness to follow you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so I'm going to continue doing recording. there's a thread. This video, there might be part 1, part 2. The next tweet that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with, it's a mini thread, but I'm not gonna, okay, we started with the squaddies. There was another thread, but anyway, this is new, and then after couple other tweets, there'll be some old tweets I never got a chance to record. All right, so that will be the first one on my next video. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.